We're deep into season 2 of Zetamon over here on the Zetamon server, and I thought I would do a little bit of a tour to show everybody how we do everything we do out here and familiarize everybody with the different games and challenges we can play. So this behind me is the studio, and this location I'm in is also called the studio. For some reason, that just happened. We've got the studio inside the studio. Yeah, that's a thing. It's just what we do. This studio is our main focus of the channel. This is what started it all and really what most of the videos are based around. It's how we pick our teams randomly, and it's done like a lot of other PokeTubers do that do these challenges, but we do it in Minecraft, and because of that we have a lot of unique abilities, which is pretty cool. Now this is Hypno's side, but we can change the colors very easily of these rooms if we have other friends on to their color, but this is the way we have it set up right now. My room is over here, and you can see it's the same thing. It's mirrored. Now we each have a button right here on each side that's a little secret button. We push that and we get a Master Ball and a Pokedex, and that's just to make what we do here a little easier because we generally catch our team right here. Now these slots fill up with random Pokemon. When we press this button right here, we get 3 randomized Pokemon, and that button deletes the Pokemon. Yep, we also have these buttons up here in the front, and they're really handy. Say Hypno isn't getting these 2 Pokemon and he's getting that one. He would go something like this. Well, Hypno, you didn't get Crot on here. Let me just send him on over. Or maybe, oh, you missed out on number 2. Look who you could have got. Ah, ha, 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 yeah. But who you did get is Jingling. And then you can see they show up over here. There's this little Jingling, and he has the same buttons. He can send them right back. This is like the main center of our courtyard here. This is our warp stone where we warped all the different courts or places to find Pokemon. And these blocks here, this purple one with a black button, you'll see them all around the different games. They pop out a Master Ball. This is our main control center for what we do when we build our teams. First of all, we have this randomized team abilities button, and this is a big one. It took us a long time to get to this button. We have a lot of different ways that we've done in the past, but this is by far the best. It's just a button click that randomizes. Now let me run over here to this random team or one random. We can see I just got a random Drillbur. And if I push the random team button, I'll get a full randomized team in the rest of the slots. We've also got delete teams. Boom, deletes the whole team. Pretty simple. Right here, since we're going past it, this is a random held items station. We have 2 buttons so we can each run up at the same time and grab our held items. And if you look at the Pokemon on the left side, boom, they just all got held items. And then they just got new held items. And again, and they're all completely random. It's pretty cool. Right here, this little station is for weather. We got clear, we can make it rain, we can make it thunder, we can turn it to dusk. As you can see, nighttime or daytime, generally, the weather and the time of day doesn't change here, just to make recording videos a lot easier for us. Back to this button, we can see here, let's look at Ho-Oh pressure ability. Medicham has pure power, pretty nice. Let's hit that button though, and now Ho-Oh has friend guard and Medicham has lightning rod. Hello there everybody. I'm out here on our Cobblemon Studios server. And yeah, I'm here to try to do a couple upgrades. I think we might be back here in the studio this week on stream, Monday, most likely. And so I wanted to get it in. So I've wanted to get in here and do some upgrades if possible, and figured what better time than now, get them in before the big recording. Don't know how long we're gonna go here today. We're just gonna see. I don't even know actually if my 2 main upgrade ideas are even possible. Hoping they are. And if they are, yeah, that'll be great. We're gonna add some new functionality to the studio. Hokage, 4K Hokage. Damn, is there a new update for this mod? There was about, well, there's been a couple in the last month or so. We're on 1.7.1 now. And there are some, it's in a good state, but there are a couple pretty rough bugs that can crash your system right now that are getting updated. So 1.7.2 is in the works that are fixing those, but it's not out just yet. But 1.7.1 is pretty nice. It added the ride mechanics So you can ride a lot of Pokemon now, which is pretty huge. Which was the main focus about it. Plus there's over 100 new Cobblemon from it. But I mean, here on the server, we already had every Cobblemon anyway. Although I just came across this broken Terrakion model. Didn't know he was broken. Some things like this have occurred since the update. And yeah, need fixing. And it was just a matter of coming across them and finding them. And I can fix this. I'm just going to do it later. I have to do it in the coding of the mod pack itself. So I want to work on fixing Rail Rush. I heard of something that can possibly work to fix it, but first I want to see about upgrading the studio in here. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me grab my notes really quick. Hang on. Okay, what I'm thinking is, what we do is we're in here a lot in this portion of the studio. This is where we do our 3 randoms, and we push this button, we get 3 random Pokemon, and we generally always do random abilities, and we have a button out there that randomizes the abilities of our team. But what I thought would be cool is if, say, you know, I got this Pokemon, Palpitoad, and I catch it in the Master Ball, right? Then it'd be cool if I could just come over here and push a button to randomize it right off the bat, not have to worry about it later, and then I can show it off right away. Yeah, I think it'll look a lot nicer. It'll be nicer for the viewers probably. And I'm thinking about also adding a random held item to the slot. So if we want to randomize held items, we can do it right there also. So I think I'm going to take out this bookshelf, and we can do it on both sides. Here's Hypno Joe's side. And I'll put some command blocks in. I feel like this space will be just fine for making this work. I sure hope so. But what I'm thinking is we're going to knock out this here. Oh yeah, there's Pokedexes in the lot. Whoops. Ditch those. So this will be sort of our control panel. You haven't played Minecraft because my laptop is broken. Oh no. But still, I love playing it. And with mods like Cobblemon, because I love Pokemon, heck yeah. Cobblemon is incredible. They've been putting in so much work with it, and besides the fact that there's, you know, a couple bugs in their latest hotfix, it's still a great mod. And I'm addicted to it. So is my brother. That's why we've got this server here. Probably have to get rid of those too. Oh, how much room right here. Okay. Not a lot, but we got room. That's what matters. All right, so I'm gonna need some command blocks, and I might as well grab the command blocks that that are being used currently to randomize our team abilities. So we can see this Terrakion here is justified. That's his normal ability. If I press this will randomize everybody on my team's abilities. So now he's got natural gas, or naturalizing gas, my bad. But that's done by these command blocks that I've put in right here. There's a lot of them. Oh, not too bad. And these command blocks run a command from a little data pack I made that lets us randomize the abilities. It was not easy randomizing abilities, and that's like our main thing here is we randomize all the abilities of all the Pokemon. And so we've had like some rough ways to do it in the past that were a lot more time consuming. When I made this data pack, it really just fixed a lot of problems for us. Now I'm gonna need a command block and an extension block, chain block, I guess. I'm gonna control copy one as well. That control copied one is gonna have, oh wait. Yeah, we don't need to have that one. That's just a fail-safe one. Let me get rid of this one. And we're gonna control copy that one. Let's take a look. And yeah, there's our command. That's what we want to see. Okay. And then I'll leave that for right now. Over here, we've got our held items. These are random held items, another thing I've made. And this is tied into the random abilities data pack I created. It also works. So random command 7 is the first slot. So what that'll do is make the, let me highlight it, the Terracion's in slot 1. So it'll give him a held item, and then 8 will give the next slot a held item. That's what that's all about. I'm going to control copy one of those. Sure we have it. Yep. Okay. Going to cover that back up. Not going to need that. So have you played much Cobblemon, Hokage? Did you play Pixelmon maybe before that? I played some Pixelmon back in the day. I definitely prefer Cobblemon, even though Pixelmon's definitely a little more advanced with some things. Love the Cobblemon. And so, let's see. Now it's got to be that one. Oh wait, I can put this one. Heck, all right, we're doing this. And I'm gonna put that. Oh, put it right there. And put them the other way. So let's do that. That and that. No, let's do it again because I put the wrong one down. There we go. No, I don't want it. And B. Boom. All right, that should be right. Before with that arrow, it was facing down, which would have made it turn on the next chain block. We don't want that, that's for sure. Okage says, well, yeah, I prefer Cobblemon. I love it. Heck yeah, I love to hear it. Because I like how Pokemon and Cobblemon blended. Yeah, that's my thing. I mean, Pixelmon was awesome. You know, getting that ability, the Pokemon looked amazing, but having the Pokemon look like Minecraft models is just so much more fitting. Absolutely love it. Okay, so what I'm thinking is this one needs to be a random command 0 or 1 blank, just blank. That should be the first guy. And then this would be 7. Now what this should do, if I'm correct, I'm gonna put a button on it. Get a black button. Let's put it right there for right now. Now when I push this button, it should give Terrakion a held item and change his ability. So let's see. Didn't happen. Well, his ability changed, but he didn't get a held item, and that's not great. I'm gonna have to change those trap doors out, but what happened here? That should have worked. Weird. Let me go back to the held items things. We gotta figure this out. So let me look at this one. It should be exactly the same. Yeah, so didn't stay. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and no more. Yep. Why isn't... That's odd. So it's the right command. I copied the right command block. Didn't change any of the settings. So this should be feeding into that one. Why isn't this really working? Oh wait, actually, I should check and make sure I can get a held item right. Is this button working or is something broken? To do that, yep, it worked. Next test, I'm going to control copy this one, paste it, check it. Yep, that's the right one. Now we're going to break that one, breaking the chain, and we're going to push it again. And yep, that changed it. Like it should have. Right. That's weird. This absolutely should be working. It's the same exact one. We'll copy this one again. Cover that, and let's go paste this one. Is this a server? Yeah, it's a server. It's a private server though. It's my brother's server, and we're both YouTubers, and we have some other of our friends that are YouTubers come on here occasionally, and we do the random challenges, like all sorts of different things. It could be like, you know, pick your Pokemon by the type, you know, or choose one while lying about two of the other one's stats kind of thing, or lying what a Pokemon is. You know, there's a whole bunch of things we can do here, but it's not just here. Is this whole area. We've built games all around this area that give us different ways to pick our Pokemon teams, and they're all based around random abilities, and then we do build up our teams and we do a little battle at the end. A lot of fun. That shouldn't be. And let me try this. Make sure. Okay, something did change there. That's why. Now is it going to change? Yep, now it's working. Awesome. All right, it's gonna be pretty simple now moving forward. Let's see. Okay, so we need to change this to an 8. This is going to be changing the Pokemon in our second slot. And let's put that there and change. Didn't copy it properly. Now that we got these here, I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to control copy this one. Control copy, and we're going to paste. Come on. Paste this in right there. And we need to change that to the 8. I changed that to an 8. That's got to be a 2. My bad. All right, that should do it, but I need some more Pokemon. Oh, that's amazing and fun. Yeah, we have a lot of fun here, actually. Get a random team. Ricky, just in for time to end of my stream to come stop by yours. Hey, Ricky. Oh, Ricky. You got time with the gift membership. That's awesome. I don't think Time's probably here right now, but if you are, hey, Time, how's it going? How was the stream, Ricky? I didn't even realize you were streaming until just a short while ago. And I had planned to do this today, so I figured, you know, I wouldn't hop on the other server just yet. Oh, but I'm doing this wrong. Okay, so I don't want it to chain into the held item because we might not necessarily be doing the held item. So here's what I need to do. I need to just put that. And let's actually, these ones, let's control copy one of these. We're going to put it there, 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 and there. Now this, and get rid of these. And this should be all we need for the first 3 slots. We finally made MV circuits. Heck yeah. So what's the goal for today? What we working on? So I'm working on upgrading a couple fixing one thing in here to make it work better. Hopefully, I heard of something that might fix it. And we're going to upgrade our studio portion of the studio. Normally we have this little wall here that's just mainly for decoration. We've got usable Pokedexes in here, but I mean, we can get those other ways. That's no big deal. But I'm taking this out and I'm making a little command wall so that when we pick our teams, so say if I get this little Talonflame, you know, I'm going to catch it right here. Well, now with this wall, I'll be able to randomize its ability right away. I'll just push the slot it's in and randomize it, and I can give it a held item random if we're doing that. We don't always do random held items, but it'll make it a lot easier, and I think a little cooler for the viewers, because then we can right away look at, you know, what they have, what their ability is, what their held item. Instead of having to wait till, you know, we get out there and start building. So I think that would be cool, save a little time. And, you know, be a nice upgrade. That's the plan today. So I made this data pack that makes it so we can randomize by commands like this. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go through and just and put in new command blocks that will affect just the single Pokemon. Before it's been where it affects the whole team, we can only randomize the whole team. So this will be handy, I think. So this needs to be 7 because it's going to randomize the 7th slot, which it doesn't exist, which means it's looping back around from the way I did it in the data pack, and it's now going to do held items. So it'll put a held item on slot 1 is what that. And we can see Terrakion has a tail. Might be a Slowpoke tail in here. Mago Berry. All right, push this. It should change. How about put it on change? Yep. All right. It changed that time to a Roap Berry. All right. So that's working. And I want to check again. Effects for his ability change. So this is going to be slot 1's ability, slot 1's held item. And then we're going to go slot 2's abilities, slot 2's held item, and so on. And then 4 or 5 will be over here. So that's going to be correct. 2 is the 2nd slot. This should be the 3rd slot. Then this should be the 8th slot. And the 9th slot. All right. And this. All right, let's see. Latios is Super Luck, and then Cobblemon is at Sturdy. Press this, Latios, and okay, Cobblemon, Quark Drive, Latios, Unburdened. Okay, they just changed. All right, we can look. Latios has that held item and changed. It's changing the things around it too. He probably has a different ability now, but I think that won't happen when I'm pumping it through a block like this, so that's fine. Scared me for a minute there. 4K Kokagi, did they add Gigantamax in the mod? Not yet. That Dynamax, Terras, Megas, they're all sounds like a ways away, which is kind of a shame because I really want to play with Terra. Definitely looking forward to Terra's being in the game. Oh, we gotta check last guy. All right, so that's worked. So this is all working. That's great, and it's actually fitting in less space than I expected. Right there. I just got the commands. It's the right one. Go ahead and fill in this wall now. All right, so this is an easy fix. There's a lot. I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult, a lot more time consuming. The second fix probably will be more time consuming. But who knows? We'll see. Now let's get rid of those. These. This would be 4. This should be 5 and 6. 9, so this is 10, 11, and 12. Do this for testing them out. Machoke has no guard. You got Surfetched with Steadfast and Hippopotas with Sandstream. Which each of those, oh wait, that's held item, but did it work? Yep. Yeah, it changed. It's under the text, but I saw it. And let's hit all of those. The Choke no longer has no guard. Team Overload definitely doesn't have that, and Moxie, awesome. So this is working. I'm gonna have to copy it over onto Hypno's side, which will be fairly simple, but we're also gonna need to put something up here. Let's see, maybe let's take a look at the iron blocks. I'm thinking something like these. Let's do maybe that for held items and this for the slot. Probably be okay. And we're going to put buttons on each of them. Oh, there must have been a light there. You may have noticed the light just went out when I put that down. Using these creative mode lights. These are normally in the game. These are part of vanilla Minecraft. They're just hidden behind commands and creative mode. So that like right there, probably about where it was. Should be good. Rid of it. Just that off. Let's make sure held items switch. Yep, Cobblemon switching his. Audios is no longer affecting the block next to it, which is great. The Hokage, I wonder what would be the next gen of Pokemon, like futuristic Pokemon. Yeah, you know, the next gen's coming soon, Gen 10. We might get it announced kind of soon, which is crazy. Looking forward to it. Whole set of new Pokemon. It's gonna be awesome. Maybe slap, huh? I'll probably be okay. A little better in the fact that I got rid of the trapdoors because we don't want the buttons pushing the trapdoor. And up here, maybe I put some of these moonstone blocks. Might be a little too distracting. See, what I'm thinking is I'm going to put some signs up here and that'll just list like abilities and then 1, 2, and 3. So we'll know this is an ability column and slot 1, 2, and 3. That's what I'm going for here. I don't know about those. I'm gonna put these in vertical or horizontally like that, really. Does look kind of fitting. I think we'll do that. All right, go. Actually, do ability. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And control copy. Boom, boom, boom. Change this really simply. Item. Finish off. Screwed up. I've got a cat in my arms. It's just being annoying, making it so difficult to type right now. Yep, I'll get there. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, you need to move. Yeah. All right. There we go. System is set up. Now I want to try something. See how much of this I can copy and paste world edit. I think I can do it all. Not positive, but I believe I can. We're gonna click that one. This one. Oh. Second position. Stand here. I don't know, I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna do copy. And then we gotta rotate. Gotta be a double slash. Which direction this is. Let's just do, this is probably isn't the right one, but that. And let's go see if it pastes properly here. Probably won't, but you know, we'll see what we need to change. Paste. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, it's because I didn't copy the top. No big deal. Through. Need those, so. Come on, let me in. I do. I don't need to change these. I'm so used to having to change the command blocks between us, but it doesn't matter. It affects the closest person. So, yep, Gladios is changing his held item. Okay, so that doesn't need fixing. You can just go ahead and do this. So those back in there. Cover this up. And go ahead and copy paste these. Copy it. Copy. Rotate. Paste. Boom. Nope. Didn't work. Undo. Let's try it one step higher here. I mean, that's not right. Maybe I was in this portion of the step. Paste. There we go. Still right. It's going to be held item 1. Yep. All right, there we go. We've upgraded our setup. Now there's one thing left here now I don't like. This. We've got trapdoors here and not there anymore. So I'm thinking probably going to need to do this, but you might have noticed that might be a problem. So first of all, we got this. That doesn't look great. Go ahead and that. Do it over here too. Those, rid of this. All right. But it sticks through somewhere in here. I mean, yeah, it's an easy fix. It just gets rid of our cool depth right there. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh. This way might be more helpful. Boom. All right. Guess we could do a little of that. Oh. Okay. All right. And we got this back here now. Go ahead and cover this up. Need this down. And I think that's it. I think we've got this system upgraded. I'm hoping we're here Monday so we can test this out, because I've also got a fun little addition to our normal challenges. Oh, Hikage, I suck at command blocks. You know, I sucked at command blocks too until not that long ago. And I just have put in a lot of work studying them, getting used to them. It's actually because of this server here. I've done so much with command blocks here. Like a lot of what we do here wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for command blocks. So luckily, you know, that I've taken the time to really dig into it and learn that, which has helped. It's made our life a lot easier here too, which is always nice. All right, so now we can, for the first time ever, use our button to randomize a single slot's ability. That's huge. Now next, delete that team. This is Rail Rush over here. Hypno Joe made this. It's a fun game, but when we updated to 1.21, they've changed the rails so that you don't go as fast on rails. And you might know that there's like, well, rails have been improved, right? You can go faster and faster on power rails. Like You see people doing that circle thing where the minecart goes in a circle super fast and then they launch it. That doesn't come into play till shortly after 1.21.4, I believe, and we're in 1.21.1. So the pig was our fix for one of the problems, but it created this new problem where now we're going too slow. You see, Mr. Ball. So normally we would go by and Pokemon would pop out and we'd have wow, that's a big guy. We'd have a short period of time to decide if we want it and then throw a ball and try to catch it. Now, right now we're going too slow, so it's too easy to pick the one you want. You want to be able to miss Pokemon and then like want one and not decide in time if you wanted it or not. So there's got to be, we need to move a little faster. Because we're moving so slow, it's too easy to just get what we want. We haven't used it a lot this season. So hoping to fix that. So this is all right. Let's see. More minecarts. So in 1.21 they did another change. The reason I put what am I doing? The reason I put let me get in here really quick so I can show you guys. Hit it in time. All right. So the reason we put the pig in here was because they changed physics with throwing Pokeballs. And now when you turn and stuff, like the Pokeball doesn't go where you throw it, the Pokeball curves. Like you can't even see how it's being thrown in front of me. You don't even see it on the screen. It's over there. It's all, they've done some weird things to throwing things when you're in a minecart. And that it was definitely like unusable because of that. So what I've heard anyway, to get to this, is that ice under the rails now actually helps speed you up. And that's what I'm hoping. So first off, copy this stuff and we're gonna make a line right here and to see if we notice any speed increase. You hope they fix the mod? Yeah, for real. Right now, like, so they added writing, but it's not like the simplest system. Kind of difficult actually to improve the stats of the Pokemon. You have to feed it different foods and you have to cook different berries and stuff into different like stews or something. And there's a lot of them and so many different options, and it's actually pretty confusing. And on top of that, it's there's some bugs with that system right now that can crash the whole game. So hopefully they get that figured out, because that's the main focus of their latest update. And they took like 10 months on the last update, which is a long time for them. Generally they're a little quicker excuse me, a little quicker than that. So hopefully they get this fixed soon. It probably would have already been fixed, but it was the holidays, and so they took a couple weeks off for Christmas break. And that should be over anytime. So hopefully we're getting our 1.7.2 update pretty soon. Oh, there is one other problem that we've discovered though, that we're really hoping they fix in the update, is flamethrower crashes your game. So don't use flamethrower if you're in 1.7.1. Which is really a shame, because obviously flamethrower is a pretty stock move, you know, the go-to fire move generally. Yeah, hopefully they fix it. Have a rail. So hopefully that speeds us up. Now the throwing of the Pokeball is still going to be an issue, but if this No, it feels faster. Hard to tell. I don't know if that would have actually slowed us down necessarily there. No, it's hard to tell, but I think it does feel faster. All right. Let me grab a pig. And come back around any moment now. Yeah, playing with Charizard with the move flamethrower. Yeah, in 1.7.1, it will crash your game. Which is a shame. So, you know, maybe some immolation or something. All right, boom, let's toss in. Get in there. Come on. Oh. All right. Yeah, I need a sword. That. All right. The ball. Need battle first. All right. Speed. Do we have it? Yeah, this does feel faster. And you can see on a mount that throwing problem isn't really there. Like, we can throw a lot straighter. You can see the ball, it doesn't curve. And that felt slow still. I was able to easily get the ones I wanted. Not ideal. I don't know if this blue stuff is helping, but I mean, we might as well retrofit the entire line. Let's make it all blue ice and hopefully that'll fix things. But yeah, for some reason I discovered being on a mount in a minecart doesn't give you the new throw mechanic. So it's the old throw mechanic still adapted. So a lot better. Right? Yep. Pokemon, get them out of the way. Are those all powered rails? Yeah, it's hey Kenzie, how you doing? It's to fix to make us go fast enough, which it doesn't anymore, because with the 1.20.1 up or 1.21 update, they've changed some things about minecarts, and they're going a lot slower now. And because of that, it's not really working here. So what I found out today is I've heard that different ices speed up the minecarts if the minecart's under it. I didn't know that was a mechanic. Yeah, it should be way faster than it is. It's a problem with the new update. So since this 1.21.1, which is like the main update that we all still use, especially like with modded and stuff, there's been a change to the rail mechanics and goes a lot slower, like I said. But they've shortly after they did this, they started doing the experimental build stuff where you can have like a max speed. There's a new command that has max speed for your minecart. So there's a whole lot more added in the experimental bundles tab when you create a world. But it's not in this current version, unfortunately. So that's where the big problem lies. And yeah, it seemed like we had nothing to fix it because we're just going too slow for the game to be like fun, you know. It just, we can pick whatever we want. But if this speeds it up, it will be nice. And eventually we'll be on a new version and we'll be able to just change the art speed, no problem. Oh, that happens, it'll be great. But it did seem like it was going a little bit faster. And it does go faster normally, but when you're in the part with a mount, the mount slows it down. And I did some testing the other day. It seems that Pokemon mounts are the same speed, so it feels like any mount in a minecart is going to be the same kind of drag that gets added. So like a heavier mount wouldn't slow the minecart down more, it appears, which is kind of what I was hoping, not the case. You'd always do a piston door that is triggered by art. It opens, closes very briefly as you pass if you can't fix the speed. Do you mean to push us faster, Kenzie? I was thinking maybe like close the wall off a little more if there's no other way to fix it, so we have less area to see to actually throw the Pokeball. But ideally, it would be great if we could just get the speed up. Need more inventory hotbar slot. That would be so cool. Oh, to reveal block the Pokemon behind it. Yeah, pretty much kind of along the lines of what I was thinking too there. Great minds and all. I'm out of here for a minute. All right. Feels like that's the system. Let's see if this works. Hopefully this works, because then we're fixing two major, well, I guess the other thing wasn't a fix, but two major improvements to the server. So that would be great. Either way, the other fix is still pretty nice. Being able to change our abilities right there as we're picking the Pokemon, that's great. Less area is a lot easier solution. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, fix that one. Hey, did they not go off? Breaks something? Shouldn't. Uh-oh. That's something to do with that rail there? That's pretty odd. See why that rail... Oh, I messed up. Need detector rails. Under the center. Where did he put them? Yeah, we need a rail detector rail to set off these command blocks, and they're all in front of the honey block. And this one sets off the first one. All right. Yep. Gotta fix those. Let's get the easy ones first. Boom. Awesome. So Kenzie, when you streaming next? Any plans yet? Have you decided? Are there any more on this side? Doesn't look like it. Clear all the way to the end, maybe? Nope, there's one there. And it's right there near the end. Kind of hard to determine exactly where that is. Right here-ish. Back here-ish. Too far. Ah. Wow, the wrong one to break right there. Is that a block? It's a block. Okay.
Not having prone sucks. So used to being able to go prone now because of TFG server. What? How am I going so far past it? I'm barely moving. Nope. This one. There we go. We found it. Kenzie. As soon as Kayla wants to play with me again. Aw. Did you upset her last time? All right, we got 2 more to do. Oh yeah, we gotta fix that. The rail in, I think it's right. I think it's next. Nope. This one? Yeah, okay. And where are you at? Last one. I think that's it. Yep, we got it. All right. Back in action. No, you go backwards. That was weird. Wish I could go faster. Like, even if this is faster, it still feels slow. Use a trapdoor to go prone. Oh, yeah, true. It's like there's no prone button. Can't go prone anymore. TFG is messing me all up. All right, don't want you. Okay, I miss you. Don't want you. No. Yeah, I want you. Okay, easy. Okay, that felt right. It felt like it is faster and like we're back at the original speed. So that's huge. I think we did upgrade this because before there was definitely too much time to pick. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but it still feels kind of easy. But I mean, maybe it's just because I'm pro and I just caught my mon. No, you didn't upset her. She's just been doing other stuff and things. Nice. Yeah, I didn't think you really upset her. You never know. Maybe she got a bit of red Kenzie. Right, and that. Heck yeah. Rail Rush is back in a good working state. Seems pretty easy. Okay. Really quick, Kenzie, you know this server and I don't think you were here for it. I added this little panel to both sides and we can now do like, so this is the ability slots for slot 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. And these are held item slots 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we got a belly bolt in slot 1 with electromorphosis. If I press that, that'll change his ability randomly to no guard. And we can press this and give him a held item. It just got, is it a magnet? Thought it had a weird name. But yeah, he got a magnet for the held item. You can see I can push it again and it changes it. So super nice. This is going to be awesome for us to have and a lot better for the viewers because we can, do our little thing. Be like, I want that jolt tick. I don't have a ball. Would have been a lot cooler if I had a ball right then. I want that jolt tick. Oh, and would have been even greater. Good place for him. Yeah. Okay. So now we got a jolt tick in that first slot and we can be like, hey chat, let's see what he's got. Boom, boom. Oh, boom, boom. There it is. This jolt tick is a defeatist with a punching glove. Heck yeah, we can evolve him. Now he's a Galvantula defeatist with a punching bag. Punching glove. Weird term. But yeah, that I think is a cool upgrade for us. So would you just press the button until it changes to what you want, or do you get the first one it gives you? Yeah, you're supposed to take the first one it gives you. I guess it's easier to cheat now if we wanted, but I mean, it'll be on stream, you know, so people will see, or in a video if we make it into a video. Yeah, or, you know, eventually I'm going to have a I cheated to beat Hypno video, and I could be like, oh, I don't like that one. Let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. So that might be a good way to do it. Although he sees that I rolled the number every time. So that also would show that, you know, I'm cheating. So that probably won't work. I think we're safe from cheating for the most part with that. Same with a held item. You'll see it does announce that I rolled a number. And that rolled number is being deciphered in the data pack I created and gave commands to randomize the ability. It's crazy that I was able to pull that off, because the only data pack I've ever really made from scratch. Just DOP him. They'll never know. Yeah. I don't know if I've got the ability to do that. That's his thing. That would be hilarious though. Let's see. Like, that's all I had planned, was fixing those two things. I did think it would take a little bit longer. We're barely an hour in. But look around really quick, see if there's anything else that we could upgrade. Oh, you know, there might be. Do I have to do entries for all 280 abilities? I did. Yep, I had to create a lot of coding for each single one, which was a pain, but it's worth it in the long run. It saves us a lot of time for sure from old methods. You should be able to, I can even ban him. Have to go to server commands to fix it. Oh, that's great. I should do that for sure. Let's give me a Pokemon. Let's go Abra's fine. So I've got an idea that might work for fixing this. This is our speed randomizer and speed boost. Level 1. Oh, put it back up there. So what this does is when I step on this wire, it starts speed randomizing the Pokemon. The problem is that there's too much of a delay. Hey, run, you're supposed to stay there. Anyway, there's too much of a delay when you step off of this for the redstone to deactivate, so that usually when you step off, you're not getting the one you thought you were gonna, or you're trying to get, you're getting the one right after. So I'll be like, I want the next one now, let's say. Boom. Okay, well, I got him. But try again. Boom. I got him. I swear it's a lot harder. And try again. Boom. All right. I swear it happens. I don't know. It seems to be going slower, honestly. Oops. Who gave them back their sentience? Yeah, right? They're supposed to be non-sentient when they're there, actually. For real, because I've removed their AI when they're there. So there's something cool in natural book. You guys know leaf stone? Have you heard of leaf stone? Not the leaf stone that's part of evolution in Minecraft, but Minecraft or in Cobblemon or Pokemon. Leaf stone in Minecraft. So we got that light. We want it to light up. So we could just do this. No, that's right. What am I thinking? That, yeah. And then let's just do that and that to carry the signal. So we want that to light up, right? Well, we can do that by updating the leaves. The tree can update the leaves. And it's supposed to be pretty instant. We're still dealing with the redstone here delay, but that should be removing a slight bit of delay from the redstone travel time. So I'm thinking I might be able to upgrade this line here for that. Might get a little more speed out of stepping off of this thing. Carlos, everyone, I have something to say. All right, all right. Feel free, Carlos. Let's just dig under here. Oh, a while since I've been down here. All right. Yes, I can. All right, that's there. But in here, now it'll only work for the length of the leaves. It'll only work for like 6 leaves because it's using the mechanic that like a natural tree that grows, not one that you build. You know how the leaves decay? Well, they don't decay if there's a log within, I believe, 6 blocks of them. So if you go further than that range, it won't work. So it's a short little range, but if it works, it could speed things up. But here, I think, wait, that's not gonna, I mean, I guess we could just do that. No, we can't. It's got to be logged. This isn't going to work. We'd have to do a whole piston system, and that would add more delay too, because the piston is one of the slowest things on the system, unfortunately. So dang, that's not going to work. I was hoping this new magical leaf stone tech would be the answer for that. Wait. What's going on here? Ah, there's buried. All right, so that one's a no-go. It was kind of a long shot, though. See, it still works. There it goes. You see it's changing there. Doesn't even have to be out. Kind of cool, but it's cooler getting to see it while it's out. Really feel like it's going slower, though. It shouldn't be. Any default? Any faster? Is that faster? Yeah, it did used to be faster, right? Is that faster? It's faster now, huh? I think our tick speed has been slowed down on the server. Hypno was messing with that stuff a little while back. This is definitely faster. Watch, let's see. I'll move and see if it changes after I move. Yep, that's the right tick speed there. So you can still get the one you want, but you got to be really quick with your reflexes and how quick you decide that you want that Pokemon on your team. This is usually more considered a debuff, a penalty, if you will. You have to come down here and speed random a Pokemon. And we close that, we put that door there because we can be elsewhere in the server, and this area is always loaded. This is spawn, and a random Pokemon could walk up otherwise, if not, and step on that. And whatever we're doing, suddenly our first Pokemon slot will start changing. So whoever's the closest on the server to this location. So that wasn't great. Let's see. Oh, Carlos, you said something. I didn't think you did. I shall grant you one of my Gen 10 starter Pokemon. Heck yeah, you got Gen 10s, huh? I can't wait to see the Gen 10s, actually. Is this part of Minecraft or part of the mod pack? What? Missed a lot of text I didn't realize. Whatever word salad stroke you had left me confused about the mechanic. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it and I was a little distracted. Sorry about that. Trying to do things, you know, at once, multiple things. Is that part of Minecraft? Is that a mod pack though? I'm not sure which you were referring to there. The leaf stone. Oh, the leaf stone. Yeah, that's actually part of Minecraft. I think it's been in there since observers were added. Definitely a cool little trick used in the right spots. I think it's going to be good for decoration too. You know, like especially if you're doing some kind of cool puzzles or something, like, you know, light up the light, you know, or move something into place, and all you got to do is put a log somewhere on the leaves. You know, that could do some pretty, or you could come up with some pretty cool mechanics with that. You can take turns. And that's the range. So 7, 8 blocks, I guess, technically. No, 7. Because it's only monitoring the change up to there. There you go, yeah, leaf stone, pretty cool. I had seen this a ways back, but I totally forgot about it a while back, a ways back. This is not a good night for me speaking, apparently. But yeah, recently on, I think it was a Hermitcraft video, I saw them using it. I'm like, oh man, I totally forgot that was a thing, and I wanted to use it to try to fix that. But still, it's a cool thing. Definitely, I plan on using it next season. Craft probably. See, anything left we can fix? I mean, we're in good shape out here. I'm looking forward to Monday being back on this server and doing a random challenge. I got some new ideas. Spring on Hypno. Yeah, I think we're good. This room here, this is such a letdown. One of the like hardest things to build that I've built here. You can affect everybody's EV easily here for each slot, and we've never used this building once. So many command blocks have gone into making this happen, make our lives easier, and it was so hard to build. How many tokens? Also, so we've got our wind counter tokens, our shiny tokens here. We're looking for new ideas on more things we can use them for. You get one of these when you win a battle, and you also get a win token. So you have a win counter right now. Hypno's up on me by 2 wins. But these, like I said, you can make your Pokemon shiny. You can turn it in over here, turn it into this machine, and have your Pokemon here, and it sprays them shiny, which is pretty cool. And we've added the ability to make it so, like, to say the random ability on this Ekans was terrible, I could use one of my shiny tokens to change his ability, and when you do that, you can give him then any ability, because you're using a valuable token. And we also will make that Pokemon shiny too, just as, like, you know, a bonus. But it would be nice if we had more things to use that on. So if anybody has ideas for that ever, you know, feel free to let us know, whether it be in comments or chat or Discord, however. Yeah, it's looking good. I wish we had more of a computer look in the background. Might come up with better decoration for that later. Yeah. Anyway, you know, oh, I might change this later too, actually. You guys, it would probably be better if the 2 abilities, or would it? So which do you guys think's better? If these 2 columns were abilities, so a Pokemon slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4, slot 5, slot 6, all abilities, and then these are all held items, or the way it is where it's like Pokemon slot 1 ability held item, slot 2 ability held item. They both seem good. I don't know which would be the better option. Might be a matter of just playing with it for a while and seeing what feels best, unless any of you guys have any suggestions. But that's pretty much it. We don't really have anything else to work on out here, so I knew it was going to be probably a short one. I was hoping to be a little longer than an hour, though. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. Anything for me to work on, let me know. Otherwise, probably going to be calling it here very shortly. random team. Let's give them random items. Abilities. And let's do a little attempted double battle. Oh, this isn't happening. That Ekans is level 1. He's going down. He's going down with a struggle. He doesn't have any moves either. What? Nobody seems to have any suggestions. Fair. It's a tough one. I can't come up with much either, so. Boom. All right. You may see the UI here in battle is a little different. It's so nice. We get to see how many Pokemon left each player has. We can see what type they have. We can see. Ooh. That's interesting. It shows their weaknesses now when we hover over them. That's super handy. I hadn't seen that. This data pack does a whole bunch of things. I've actually got a lot of stuff turned off because I have 2 data packs going, and I kind of like what some of what one pack does as opposed to the other. But anyway, it also added this sweet log. We got colors so that it's easier to read, and we can change the size of it. We don't have to like resize it every time. This mod has been awesome. It also has, you see, struggle. It's got the tooltips there. It's got effectiveness. And on Switch, which is super handy, especially since we randomize abilities on here. It's not like, well, we know Ampharos always has whatever ability Ampharos has, right? Because you can have any ability. So, and we do this a lot. We don't have a lot of time with them. We never know what ability necessarily somebody has at this point. So we can now see that, you know, this Cinccino has iron barbs, which that is going to be so helpful, especially for me. And possibly beating Hypno Joe a little more. I am on a generational losing streak with him. I mean, it's rough. I'm doing so hard, or doing so much work too, trying to turn things around, and it just hasn't happened yet. But I am studying Pokemon so much more. I'm playing so many showdown battles, and he still beats me just as easily every week. I don't know what it is, but I'll figure it out. But anyway, it looks like this will be a good time to call it. We made some good upgrades. Rail Rush is back in action, and upgrades to the studio over there, which we should see Monday. So hopefully I'll catch you guys then. If not, well, catch you whenever. As for now, boom. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.